We are live. Welcome to the Batshit Crazy with Lauren, Rob, and Denny.
Ooh.
We are here tonight to break down episode 2 of this shit show of a season of Claire. Please like and subscribe to the Russell Hant Show. Drop us your comments. Let us know what you're thinking about the episode. Rob, how are you feeling about this episode?
It was definitely a weird one, to say the least. I'm happy to be here. What's up to my two lovely bachelorettes, Lauren and Denny? How are we doing tonight, guys? Ready to break down what we just witnessed. Claire being odd. A lot of other guys being odd. Chris Harrison being odd, as usual. So there's a lot to unpack, a lot to unfold, and we're going to get into it.
Yeah, so the beginning, we obviously see Claire, what her thoughts were on night 1 and how everything went down with that. And honestly, it was just kind of boring in my opinion.
Say that again? You thought what was boring?
I thought it was boring that Claire was literally just laying in the pool, talking about night 1. That was a snooze fest. And
probably just thinking about Dale, honestly.
Well, yeah, that is true. She was thinking about Dale. And I don't think she has stopped thinking about Dale ever since she saw him come out of the limo, which is why I am disliking this season.
Yeah, I don't get it. I wish that they would not like tease it so badly. Like we could see like the reaction to us, like her doing what she's gonna do with Dale, like in real time. You know what I mean? Like it could be like a surprise reaction from us, but like ABC is just like obviously wants us to know all the shit that's happening already. And it kind of pisses me off, but whatever.
Yeah. So then we all see all the guys move into the house that they were supposed to move in. And that was pretty mediocre, in my opinion. Everyone gets so excited when it's all freaking fake. And I hate every second of it whenever people move in the house. Oh, my God, it's so exciting. No, stop. It's not.
I wouldn't think dudes would be that excited about that part, but they always are.
Yep.
Like girls, I can see them getting excited about that, but guys.
I mean, hey, it's a nice place to stay with free booze. I'm there. Where do I sign up?
We already talked about this.
Yep, we did.
We talked about this last week. We put you in a scenario of you being in the mansion and everything. So maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day when I decide to send my application after I send a million Survivor ones.
All right, let's kind of break down this first big group date.
There was a group date tonight? I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
Yes, there was 2 group dates tonight, but the first group date was all about love languages.
Oh, my God.
Denny, what were your thoughts on that?
I mean, I know a lot about love languages because I read the book and also I did some retreats and they talked a lot about the 5 love languages. So I'm familiar with that. I liked that they tied it in, but I think the way they went around it was just awkward. Like the gifts that they gave her, that's not everyone's love language. So to force them to do that, what, Rob?
What are the love languages? Can I know these love languages? I know there's.
You're gonna put me on the spot. Words of affirmation.
Wait. Start over.
Words of affirmation.
Okay, that's nice.
Physical touch.
I knew that.
Gifts.
Like, gifts. I thought you meant like gifts. Like the little videos you send. I mean, I use that.
You mean images, Rob, not the videos.
What are the other 2? They're not mine, so. Carrie, help us out since you know about them too. Hey, I've been up since 4.
Carrie says her main one's physical touch.
What's that?
Carrie said her main one is physical touch.
What's yours, Rob? I mean, you don't know them all yet, but.
I definitely, I like to cuddle more than the average guy. There's no doubt about it. So I'd probably say physical touch for sure. Gifts, I think, is kind of like stupid.
No,
you can't put a price on love.
It depends
Well,
what kind of
quality
gift
time
it
is
is.
one. What about quality time?
Quality time is awesome.
And then acts of service is the other.
Ah, shout out McKenna.
I
Yeah,
can't see those comments, so.
Yeah, there you go. Acts of service. Yeah, literally quality time, that is definitely a good one for sure. But we start the date off by seeing her in a tower and they're like confessing to her their feelings. And I gotta say, some of those guys were so awkward.
yeah, a little bit corny for sure. They came out saying some weird shit. No doubt about it. It was like
I
very
think
like
Ben started them off really good.
who?
Yeah, Ben
Yep.
did start.
Oh,
Ben
of
did
course
start
you
it
say
off.
that, Danny. Of course you say that.
Yeah, Ben started off. He was very sweet, seemed very genuine. It wasn't over the top. But then you got to some other ones where I'm like, ugh, I just don't understand. Zach C, in my opinion, I'm a Zach C fan. He looks super nervous.
I am not digging him at all.
I'd be a little bit nervous. You have to sit up there in front of all the rest of the guys and declare your love for Claire while she's standing in a goddamn castle. What the hell is this? A Disney movie?
I mean, one of the guys did do Shakespeare and then kissed her hand. That was a little awkward in my opinion, but that's not my thing.
Wow.
The whole thing was awkward, though. The whole show was awkward.
Yeah, I mean, that's a different argument for a different time. We could get into that.
And then all of a sudden, after they all spill to Claire how they're feeling, truly, we see them sprinting back to collect gifts. And I'm sorry, but my man Bennett was trotting.
Trotting?
It was not a run, it was a trot, and I was very concerned. I had no idea what was happening in that situation. It was awkward.
What is he? He's like 60 years old. He probably doesn't know how to run. He's so old.
Oh my.
Bennett is 36 years old. So
Yeah, Rob, thanks.
I'm just joking around. And we're
Remind me
young.
not to run around you.
yeah, I wasn't digging the trot, but that had nothing to do with the gifts. And honestly, some of the gifts were interesting. We had a chess piece, a baseball.
I liked the chess piece. I thought that was cute.
I said it was interesting. Interesting can go either way. It can go cute or, not cute.
Well, it was cute, in my opinion. The baseball, I would never give something that sentimental away to just some random person that I just met.
Yeah.
So we got a question from Joe here. What would your gifts be, Rob, Denny, and Lauren?
My gift for Claire.
Just anyone, I guess.
Oh, it's somebody giving the gift to me, or
Yeah.
No, you're giving the gift.
Oh, we're giving the gift?
I'm giving the gift something sentimental from my life.
It doesn't have to be sentimental.
Oh God, there's so many things I could give. There's so many interesting parts of my life. Huh? I don't know. What do you think, Denny? What would yours be?
A cup of coffee, obviously.
Yeah, a cup of coffee would be awesome. That would work for me too.
Every time, because
I'm struggling thinking here.
you don't know what you'd give someone. You could just be out and you think about them, so you pick them something up on your way home. Or
Stop at the local Dollar Tree.
you'd stop at the freaking gas station, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I would give someone a Reese's Fast Break.
Yeah, like an air freshener for their car.
If somebody gave a Reese's Fast Break to me, oh my God, I'd marry him on the fucking spot.
All ladies watching, take note.
Yes, take note. Rob likes the Reese's Fast Break. There you go.
Write it down. I like McKenna's comment.
Yeah, I got it. Give her a rose and ask her to hand it back. Cheat the system.
Little bit of reverse psychology we're working with there.
All right. So we see these gifts, and like I said, some of them were good, some of them were interesting to say the least. Dale's was perfume for puppies. So Dale clearly knows that Claire likes puppies, so
He's playing the game so well. He's playing a winner's game right now. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, he already won the game the moment he stepped out of the limo.
Hey, what's with the long sigh there? What do you have to say about Dale? What are you thinking there? I know you're thinking something.
I would not want perfume for my dogs. It's probably toxic as shit.
You don't like
I don't like smelly stuff to begin with. So that's a no-go for me.
No go?
That's right.
Yeah, she said a no-go.
Okay.
That's like an X. Like, it
Yep.
doesn't work. It's not going to happen.
Noted.
Noted. All right. Then we get to the physical touch portion where they are blindfolded.
Yep.
Rob,
Dale,
give me your thoughts.
well, Dale almost hit a home run. There's no doubt about that. It was just, it was a little bit awkward. You could definitely tell Claire was a little bit horny the way she was rubbing down the guys' bodies and saying, I haven't heard or touched anybody in so long. So yeah, you could tell that she was itching a little bit there. But it was just a little bit awkward, that portion, but it is what it is.
The whole portion was awkward. So I have to ask you, Rob, if you were on the show and you were one of the guys that had to watch all that, what would your reaction have been?
I would have said, this man Dale, he can't be beaten. I'm leaving now. And then also, if she's feeling like my body, she's going to feel my dad bod. So I already lost there.
Again, some girls like that, though.
I hope some girls like my dad bod. Because it's here.
All those White Claws, right?
That's right.
That's right.
I mean, a little beer guy.
But you can find a girl that likes White Claw and Chipotle, so that's a winner.
Chipotle is a game changer. If I could go to Chipotle with a woman every day, I'm going to marry her 100%. And then we could eat fast breaks from the gas station on the way home. All come full circle, Benny.
So that's the dessert. You go to
Okay.
Chipotle, and then you get the fast breaks, and then you're on the way home.
Yep.
And then what happens after that?
Oh, well, that's not safe for
When
a
they're
podcast.
too full to literally do anything else. So,
Whatever happens after that is that's not safe for podcast talk.
Carrie said dad bods are cute.
Thanks, Carrie.
All right.
depends on the face attached to it.
Yeah, that's very true.
So we end through that phase of the group date. Then we move on to the cocktail party. And this is where things get very interesting because Claire goes off because no one jumps the gun to steal her. I think she had a crazy moment. That is just my opinion, though.
Yeah. She's definitely a crazy bitch. You could tell she's a little bit conceited. I'm being honest. I'm not just trying to, be funny here. You could definitely tell she's like very like self-centered. Like the fact that she doesn't like that nobody jumps up, right? Like when she like gives a toast, it's like, just relax, bitch. Like, can we sit here and enjoy the drink? Like, good God. It's just unbelievable. And like she's like feeling like disrespected by it. You'd think she'd be like, oh my God, thank God I get a fucking break. But instead she's like, holy shit, nobody wanted to jump up and talk to me right away. It's like, God, just relax, chill. We have all.
She definitely likes to toot her own horn a lot.
Yep.
She's constantly talking herself up. Like, just let the guys get a feel for who you really are. I feel like she's super fake. Everything is scripted. She wants them to know how strong she is over and over and over again. It's like, just be yourself and let them see you for who you really are.
Right.
Like, no one cares about your old season and how you stuck up for yourself.
Right.
Like, that was years ago. Who are you right now?
Exactly. That was, yeah. How many years ago was that? Like 10? You can be a whole different person. She probably is a whole different person. Probably a little bit more conceited now.
Here's what my issue is. Bennett stole her first after that whole scenario kind of broke down. She sits down with him, and then she's so irritated that she has to go back and talk to all the guys. So you literally have a person sitting right in front of you, and you're just going to say, oh, wait, I don't really care about the conversation we're about to have. Let me go address these guys. If I'm the guy in that situation, I'm going to be like, are you serious?
Yeah.
So I mean nothing, and you're going to go back and talk to those guys because you're upset. However, I did steal you. That's just like mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, that was rude. Just very dismissive of him.
Yep.
Not taking his feelings into consideration at all.
Mm-mm.
That's how you know, like, it is all about Claire.
Again, as I said in the last episode, toxic bitch, crazy bitch.
Oh my God.
I mean, even McKenna saying, I feel bad for the guy holding up the cue cards. Yeah, I mean, let's be real. This season is so scripted.
I mean, they all are, but she doesn't do a very good job of making it seem like it's not.
Well, she needs to take some acting classes, right, Denny?
Yes.
Yeah. Or take Corey's acting classes.
I don't know who you mean.
You don't get the reference. Yeah, I get it.
Then we have a little bit of a segment of Ian versus Yosef. And it's Ivan, my bad. Ivan versus Yosef. So here's the issue. Ivan is upset that Yosef was speaking for the group instead of speaking for himself. So then Ivan got a little pissed off and the fireworks started brewing there.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, I understand where he's coming from because it's like, yo, Yosef, chill out over there, dude. If I want to say whatever I want to say, don't step on my toes, bro. Relax. Let me fucking talk.
Yo, Yosef.
Yeah, yo, Yosef. I guess you could just combine them. You don't have to really make them two separate. Yosef.
All right. From Cameron, he wants to know who the weirdest guy is and why.
He already got voted out, Cameron.
Yeah, the weirdest guy was already eliminated from the show, and that was AJ, the hand squeezer. I'm sorry. I can't get over that.
I don't know. Paige got a pretty good argument. I want to show you my heart.
Yeah, I don't know, because Yosef has those crazy eyes. He scares me. And then Mr. Potato Head is weird.
Yes.
Like, really weird.
Yeah, I
Klinger weird.
Like an old grandfather who sits outside in his white beater in his rocking chair with his shotgun in his lap and a cigarette in his mouth. Like, that's how I kind of picture Yosef.
Yosef?
Yep, Yosef.
I gotta say, the cast on this season is just not doing it for me. You have some very, very strange individuals with strange mannerisms, and half of them I just don't even know why they're there.
Yeah, it's ABC missed on the last two casts. They swung and missed on the cast of Bachelor with Peter's season, and now they're swinging and missing again.
Maybe all the good ones had COVID.
Yeah.
Except for Ben. Ben's
You're very high on Ben. But
no one else is really impressing me. That's the thing. Like, I mean, Dale does impress me a little, like somewhat, but not with that dog perfume.
Dale.
All right, let's shift to Riley real quick, because Riley's the one that started dancing with Claire, and then they had that kiss. I really wasn't feeling the kiss. I don't know what y'all's two thoughts are, but Denny, what was your thought on the kiss?
I don't feel the same way as you. I mean, at first it looked a little awkward, but I feel like she was actually feeling it. I wondered what was going through her head in that moment, since she is so into Dale. Like, I do think about what she's thinking about when she's kissing these other guys. But I don't know. I was feeling that guy.
I I don't recall that one.
I just found it very awkward because I think I could tell that she wasn't into it, but you might have seen something different than me, which apparently you did, and then Rob doesn't even remember the kiss.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't.
So if you don't remember the kiss, then it's not memorable.
No, it was not a memorable moment. We win here, Denny. 2-3.
Okay.
2 out of 3.
I mean, it was a teeny bit awkward. Like at first, the way they were moving, all I could picture them doing together was going to church. But
They're not getting down and dirty.
Went on.
They're not getting down and dirty.
He's not nearly as weird to me as the other guys.
I'll give you that for sure. But we do end up seeing she does indeed give Riley the group date rose. So that means he is safe in the next round. However, Dale was like, whoa, I didn't get the rose. I honestly think that was scripted too. And they're like, you have to give the rose to someone else. You can't give it to Dale. You can't make it too obvious. Because
Yeah.
there's no way she wanted to give it to Riley. No way.
Yeah. Well, a big part of the episode that stuck out to me was the Jason date, pretty much the therapy session, the next one-on-one date. Is that the next thing we're going to talk about, Lauren?
Oh,
Boy.
Rob, you already pulled it out. Let's talk about Jason in the one-on-one date.
I thought he did a real nice job of opening himself up, but it just turned into Claire just asking him and like digging like all these really like wounds from his past and just like trying to make it like a therapy session. And it's like, you have to open up on your own time, on your own accord. You know what I mean? No one could really force that out of you on the real. So I wasn't feeling it. And then it was also awkward whenever she pulled out that dress. What the fuck? Why do you still have that thing? I would have said, put it on. Does it still fit you?
I mean, how awkward is it writing a letter to yourself, your younger self? That's the first thing that was the component of the date before he even left to go on it with her, is writing a letter to your younger self. I would have left right there. I would have been like, nope, out, done.
Yeah, I've had to do that at a yoga training before, but that's different. Like to do it on a first date would be super, super awkward. I don't know any guy who would want to do that.
Jeremy said this is not something you do on a first date. That is indeed correct, Jeremy. Absolutely not. I found it cringeworthy.
Yeah. And then they broke the rocks, which is just like, that was kind of lame. I broke way cooler rocks when I was younger.
Yeah, but did you notice that the way it was thrown and how it all went down, that was definitely scripted too. It did not match up with the camera angle.
No, I did not notice those types of things, Lauren. That's why you should be in TV production. Not me. I'm not a TV producer.
Yeah, it was very poorly timed. It did not look right at all.
No.
I felt bad for the guy. Like being put on the spot like that right off the bat. Like you guys said, you don't typically open up that much to someone that fast. Like to dive really deep, like
and then
out trauma and all that stuff. So I felt bad for him because I think that is something that people should be allowed to do on their own time when they feel comfortable, if they ever do feel comfortable enough.
100%. And also, why is she trying to get to know this guy on such a fucking deep level if she already knows she wants Dale? Doesn't make any sense. I just feel like she's really emotionally immature, honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Definitely feel like she doesn't know what she wants, even though she says, oh, I know what I want. Clearly you don't.
Maybe she just likes the attention. I don't know.
I think she loves the attention. I mean, she is a reality TV star. Let's not forget that. So
I have to give McKenna credit for pointing out the terrible TV angle and all the shit show that was.
You guys are producers.
Yeah, McKenna's got the production side, so she knows what's going on.
Yep. You guys are good at that stuff.
Yeah. And then I thought they did not have chemistry with their kiss either.
No. Jeez, Lauren, you're really judging the lip locking tonight.
No, I'm just
Are you
saying.
not a professional?
Okay, no, I'm not a professional, but if you're looking at the way she kisses Dale and the way she kisses these other guys, it is not even close.
Hey, Lauren, could you tie a
Because she's in love with Dale.
Can you tie a cherry stem in your mouth with just your tongue?
Next
Can you do
question.
Isn't that the sign of a good kisser? Something like that?
Something like that, sure.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That's what I heard. I heard that on Drake and Josh way back
Oh,
in the day. So
different in my day and age.
it must be true. What was it more difficult or less difficult?
Not kissing.
No comment.
Okay, moving on. Let's also talk about when he stood up with her, he was panting. What is that? How are you tired?
What? Wait. This we're talking about this game guy?
Yeah, we're talking about Jason still. When they stood up to go throw the dress thing in the fire, he was panting.
Maybe he was really nervous.
Yeah. Maybe the rocks were heavy and he was worn out from that.
I don't know. I don't trust a panter.
You're trying to put two and two together here.
Listen, give the guy some credit.
Oh, I give the guy credit.
He put on a brave face.
It's all on Claire here. It's all on Claire.
It is all on Claire. I mean, honestly, that's putting a lot of pressure on an individual to have to open up as much as he did, and I wasn't there for that, so.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't know. Anyone else have anything to add about Jason? I don't see him being even considered a front runner, even though we know where Dale stands. He's just someone that is just somewhat invisible to me. I don't see a lot in him. The only thing I do know is that he's someone that's able to open up. But other than that, he's just not memorable.
Yeah.
I like how he talked about his parents, because he mentioned them before and how they've been together for 35 years, and then he brought them up again, saying that he doesn't know that they should be together. I thought it was cool of him to share that kind of stuff.
I think it was like a test of some sort that Claire did. Like, will you open up to me? If you can, then you can move on. If you can't, then see you later.
Yeah, and we'll talk about what she does see you later with someone else later in the episode. We will get to that, though.
Cameron brings up an interesting point there. Not an interesting point, but an interesting question. Do the guys ever just bro out and have a good time hanging out? But no, Cameron, the answer is no. They never do.
No, that's what Claire was calling them out for.
Yeah.
On the first group date, you guys are here to bro down.
They never get a chance to do that.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they were doing, though. They were broing down.
That's what I'm saying. If they do it, they get in trouble. Slippery slope you're dealing with there. Can't bro out.
Why am I here?
All right, let's talk about the second group date, which is the dodgeball, and I'm sorry. Was that necessary?
I thought it was going to start off really cool because dodgeball is awesome. But I've never played that kind of version before. Lauren, maybe your next birthday party?
Strip poker. I've played strip poker.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of a strip dodgeball. That's not my forte right there.
All right.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe a surprise party.
I feel like they do something like similar to that almost every season. Like last season on The Bachelor, they made them all strip down to their swimsuits or whatever and take.
Yeah, they were in lingerie doing a pillow fight or something. I think that was.
They always do that on Bachelor, though.
Yes.
Yeah. And some people were really not that mad about it, and other people were really, really mad about it. So you could tell the people that did play sports in high school and the people that didn't. Because if you played sports in high school, you were used to being in a locker room, just like locker room setting. That's what guys do in the locker room. Like they have to change their clothes, so it doesn't like make them uncomfortable or anything. You know what I mean?
Joe goes, would any of y'all partake?
I mean, I wouldn't care if it was part of the game, then yes. Whatever. Let's do it.
I'm going to go with a no from me.
Lauren said it's going to be a no from me, dog.
It's a no from me,
As
dog.
long as it's not everything, I'd be game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the big issue in it. You just got to stay eyes on the prize, stay focused on what you want, and that's the woman.
Oh,
So,
I thought we were
I
talking
think-
about Lauren's birthday party.
oh, yeah, I got confused. My bad.
No, we are not. We are not talking about me. We are talking about this group date here. But when you say eyes on the prize, I think Claire definitely had her eyes on some prizes.
Oh yeah, she was looking
Yeah.
at all the packages, no doubt about it. See who's packing the biggest heat.
Did you notice that the blackout boxes on the dudes were all different sizes? I thought that was hilarious. Some had little tiny ones.
I like Pook's comment too. Don't lose, and it won't be everything. There you go.
Well,
Simple.
actually, he said don't lost and it won't be
Yeah.
everything, but then he had to,
Correct.
cover up his typo there.
Yep. I completely agree, Pook. I would have said if you're whining about it, then you shouldn't have lost.
Dodgeball,
Yeah.
I'll kill. So I'm not too worried.
That blue team honestly was terrible. What was that performance? They got slaughtered. They had no chance. It was awful. How are you not? I'm just watching them throw it. Have you not thrown a baseball before? Come on now.
Yep. No wonder they lost, because then they were all angry about having to take their clothes off.
You know
Again.
they weren't all angry. Like a lot of dudes, if they're like sporting a good body, they want to show that off. I don't buy for a second that.
Well, what's his name was really angry? Yosef. He didn't like it too much.
Because Yosef is freaking nuts, dude.
He is in that case.
I think Mr. Potato Head is more nuts. The Blake guy.
Yeah, but he won the evening again.
He
Somehow.
did, and we will get to that. The only thing I have to say that was so cringeworthy was at the end, the blue team when they were leaving, going up to hug her. Why? Why?
You can look and you can touch. That's what I would say.
Well, actually, the red team celebration, how they were all touching each other, that was interesting to say the least.
That's what guys do, though.
Okay. Well, wait a second now. I've seen. You know what? I'm just not even gonna get into it.
Oh no, please get into it. I like the hot takes. Please get into it.
I've never felt another guy's package. If that's what you're trying to insinuate here, Danny.
No, I'm saying. Thanks for letting me know. But no, I just mean like you'd see after football games, basketball games, all the guys just.
Yeah, celebration, whatever,
These guys just happen to have less clothing on, but it's the same thing. I don't think they were thinking about it. I think they were just.
Joe said Claire didn't feel a few of those guys, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Oh,
We
man.
know what you mean, Joe. We know what you mean. Cameron thinks we're going off the rails here.
I mean,
Yeah.
that is why it's called the Batshit Crazy
Yep.
Podcast.
We push the limits only here, Cameron.
We do push the limits.
You
All right.
can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. That's what they say.
Oh my God, help.
So, blue team gets sent home, left with 5 guys on the red team. They go to a cocktail party with Claire. Then, all of a sudden, things start to get interesting because Mr. Potato Head, we see him back in the villa, wherever they're staying, and he is very, very upset and decides to go and try and get time with Claire. Denny, what are your thoughts on that?
Did not watch that part. Not even gonna fake it.
All right, well, I'll give my thoughts.
Yes,
I
Rob, give your thoughts.
thought it was absolutely absurd that he did that, but it ended up paying off for him. I don't know, this guy just must think he's like a classic like rule breaker. He gives me like vibes of like a 90s like high school bad boy kind of guy. Like big bully, like just comes, throws his weight around, slaps his cock down on the table. that kind of vibes.
I knew you were gonna say that somehow. It's like I was picturing it. I was picturing it before you said it.
I'm glad that we have host-to-host chemistry here. Anyways, yeah, but I mean, it was just, I thought it was a bad move. Like, dude, you lost. Like, just take the L, wear it on your chin, and get your time when it's your time to come around next. Like, you don't have to be breaking the rules here.
I wasn't a fan of it. And then when all the guys went out to confront him, I personally thought she should have just left him right then, right there. But she didn't. She took another moment with him. And this was my favorite moment of the evening, quite possibly, when he tried to go in for the kiss and she was not having it. She's like, no. Pause.
Yep. She said, we're not doing that. You can get your kiss later and possibly other things. That's pretty much the way I saw it, because it seemed like a big fat L for him, and then it turned around to be a good thing for him. So I don't know. Claire just likes bold moves, but I feel like this guy just hypes up her ego maybe more than anyone on the show besides Dale, and I think that's why he likes her so much, or she likes him so much. Pardon me. But yeah, I think that's the reason.
Yeah, and then we also see Easy stole her away at one point and is rubbing on her feet.
Yeah. I don't know what that was all about. Nasty feet off me. God. Can you imagine
those weird feet
walking around sweating in those high heels all damn day? Ugh. Get your feet away from me. That's what I would say. But
I hated it.
he did it for the cameras. He did it. You can tell. Also, you can definitely tell Easy's he's a big time people pleaser.
I still think he's cool.
No, I mean, I definitely think he's a cool guy. I just think he's definitely a people pleaser, which is why he's definitely going to stay around for a few more rounds to come, because Claire loves that. He's another one that just hypes up her ego.
I'm just ready for Claire to go.
Yes, yeah. Amen to that. I'm ready for
Claire to get voted out. Can we vote her out tonight?
Yeah, I just have to get my parchment ready to do so. But I can definitely do that, and I can read the votes out of the urn. Absolutely, we can get this going.
Unanimous.
There you go. All right, the other person that kind of stood out in that date was Chasen. They had a decent conversation, and he did end up getting the group date rose. What do you guys think about Chasen?
Bland. Boring.
Yeah, not feeling him.
He's another person I feel like is just there and doesn't have a lot to bring to the table.
Yeah.
But I don't dislike the guy. I just don't see him as someone that's memorable.
Yeah, exactly. He's bland and boring. Get him out. We'll vote him out next.
No, he doesn't need to go next, but he's not getting to the end, that's for sure.
No, definitely not.
All right, let's move on from that. And I want to talk about the guy, Brandon, who Claire ends up sending home because the dude shit the bed, literally, when he could not think of any reason why he wanted to be there for Claire. How in the world?
It reminded me of hitting on a girl at the bar. Like, he walked up to her and said, "Oh my God, I really like so much about you." Really? What do you like about me? You're really hot. Like, come on.
At least act like you have something scripted. You have to have something.
Say anything in that moment.
His face literally just froze. He should have just came up. Honestly, this is what the play should have been. He should have just came up to her and just said, "You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you and be like all these other guys that say they know so much about you. I don't know shit about you, but I'm excited to continue to learn things about you. And we'll see where things go from there." That's what I would have said. And just be honest about it instead of just like saying nothing.
Literally nothing. It's so shady. That tells me he was there to build a brand. He wasn't there for her. Not at all. Because he couldn't even think of a thing. Yeah. Make something up. Or if you're smart, which he clearly wasn't, do some research. It is not hard to find out things about Claire. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure you can look up some information. He didn't even do that. How stupid can you be?
My two hometown boys have disappointed me, and they've gone home in consecutive episodes. The guy from Morgantown, gone. He was a lame. The guy from Cleveland, gone. He sucks. Just can't. I guess we can't hang.
Should have picked Ben.
I guess I should have. He could have literally said anything in that moment.
He could have.
Yeah. He
But
could have.
I feel like she was also, I feel like she was also mad that he didn't look up stuff about her because that's how self-centered she is. And she's super important because you can find her on a Google search. I feel like she just wanted him to have looked her up.
Yeah. I feel like he could have said she has a nice rack.
Oh my God.
It's
if you're into that, yeah.
the same as what he just said it in a more politically correct way. All he said is, "You're really beautiful." That's what he just kept saying.
McKenna says, but it also feels a lot creepier if one person knows everything about the other. I agree, McKenna, but also this person has already been in the spotlight some, so they should at least know some information about the person that's the lead of the show. And Brandon knew absolutely nothing. So he sucks. He's gone. Dismiss. Goodbye. Closed door.
I'm telling you, he should have just approached it the way I said he should have. He should have just said, "I don't know much about you. You could, I'm willing to get to know you, and I'm excited to get to know you and continue to get to know you." And at this point, Claire probably would have said, "Okay, tell me every single thing about your life. Tell me every pain. Tell me every happy moment, everything about your entire life." Because we just know that's what Claire likes to do, and that's how she qualifies people. But anyways, yeah, Brandon should have just came in there being honest, and I think him not being honest was just shot himself in the foot.
Yeah,
but I do completely agree with you, Denny, that Claire is self-centered, and it definitely infuriated her whenever he didn't know a single thing about her. And she's like, "Okay, this guy cannot pump up my ego and even the slightest, so he's going to have to go. He's cut. Gone."
All right, now we have Brandon out of the picture, and let's bring up the man of the hour, Mr. Potato Head, aka Blake, re-enters into the picture, and he is like a paranoid puppy dog.
Yep. Paranoid puppy dog. I would have been too, because he pulled a risky move and didn't know if it was going to pay off or not, but it did.
Yep, they go in.
When he got the rose, he came back in like flexing. I didn't like that too.
Oh, and those guys hated it.
Didn't somebody say what's that thing on your shirt? That was really funny.
He reeks of desperation, but so does she. So I feel like if Dale wasn't in the picture, they might actually be like a good pair.
I think he's his number two for sure. He's definitely her number two, no doubt.
Yeah. He's definitely on the bottom of the three-person alliance. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, no one wants to be anyone's number two. Let's be real.
Right. But it was a bold move. Again, obviously he's going to continue to make these kinds of moves, and one of them is going to have to bite him in the ass eventually.
I think he's a guy that we're going to see go up in flames in this season.
I just can't wait to see who the one is that called her old.
Who do you think it is?
Oh my God. I would take bets. I would definitely take bets.
Let's go with, it has to be one of the younger guys.
I honestly, I think maybe Yosef.
It probably is Yosef.
Yeah, Yosef's a little shady.
Okay, we're going to decide on Yosef then.
All right, we're going to decide on Yosef, and that's who we're going to think says that. But we'll see.
If any viewers want to make a bet with me that it's not Yosef, my wallet's open.
All right, that's kind of basically how the episode caps out. It looks like next episode's going to be another interesting one with a little bit of drama, a little bit of spice. Do y'all have anything else from the episode that you wanted to touch on that we did not get to?
No. Claire's an asshole.
Yeah, Claire's not. This season needs to be over already. Even though I love doing the podcast, but no, yeah, this season's pretty terrible so far.
That's why we need her to go.
Yeah, we'll see where things go from here.
Yep, we will. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Please like and subscribe to the Russell Hant Show. We'll be back next week to recap episode 3 of Claire's snoozer of a season so far. Since we already know who she's picking, I just want to get through these episodes, get to Tayshia, and let the ball rolling.
One more thing McKenna does bring up here in the comments. The awkward ending Dale makeout blindfold. That was definitely batshit crazy. I thought they were damn near going to take their clothes off and get to business right there in the back alley. Crazy.
Yeah.
Batch.
Save that for when you're not on national television.
Yeah, exactly. Or for when you get the fantasy suite. Let's have some respect here, Dale, goddammit.
So you wouldn't have done it, Rob? You would have been like, no.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get into that. I probably would have.
You would have.
Yeah, so we'll end it there on that batshit crazy. Please follow us on Twitter at batshit_TRHS. Like I said, we will be back next week to recap episode number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Y'all take care.
Bye, guys. Thank you.